Okay. I know I told you I was gonna get back with you, but I had to do a little research and stuff like that. Why? What's going on with that? Because you better be watching your coins. I don't know whether you just got a lot of coins to give away, but you better be watching your coins. Like I warned y'all about, stay at home if you can. I ain't looking at. If you got to take your ass to work, take your ass to work. Shit. Like I said, the good thing I can, kind of do my schedule the way I want to. Because I ain't down with that. Come on here, come on. We ain't going. No. And so anyway, but now and I told y'all about the gutter people or whatever, and I said I was gonna get back with y'all about the gutters. I had to do like an experiment, because I told y'all them came out here and told me that the gutters, whatever, on my house was $16,069. And I told you I was more mad about the 69. I told you ain't no fucking 69s going down over here at all. I said not unless I ask for it, but now I ain't asking for it because shit, But anyway, because it's too hot, and we're in pre-menopause season and what else. But now for gutters, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? And then I said, but now, and then so the man was was just going on and on whatever about the color and all this kind of stuff like that. So. And then, so I had a backup, and I said, well, wait. And I said, well, let me do this experiment. That's why it was taking so long to get back with you all about it. So I sent him out to a house that like a rental property that in South Jackson, still nice neighborhood, or whatever. Now why and the house just a little smaller, because my house is almost 4,000 square feet. So okay, but now this house just a little smaller, maybe like 29, something like that, or whatever. Okay, why that the gutters over there was I think it was 32 something, whatever, 32 something, like, yeah, it was an even number like that. And I'm just like, okay, that's a whole long way from 16, from 1669, and I'm still mad about 69. So, and I'm just like, y'all got to be kidding. And so, so then the man, he had to follow up. People called me back or whatever. And then, so that's when I brought it up to him. I said, well, what the hell is going on? I said, and I said, the man didn't even mention the special that y'all was running or whatever, blah, 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 blah. And he said, and I told him, I said, well, I done blessed y'all on Facebook, Leaf Fitters. That's what it is, Leaf Fitters. And I told him, I said, yeah. I said, I already blessed y'all on Facebook and everywhere else. And then he said, well, Mr. Roots. I was like, what? And he's like, well, you may not should have done that. I say, well, y'all came out here and tried to do me. And I said, so I say, because I'm just like this. I say, I ain't always say. I said, I do have to do unto others as they do unto me first. So you came out here to fuck me, I had to fuck you first. And I said, so you know what? You can call it gay or whatever you want to. But yeah, somebody gonna get got. And most time, I'm trying not to let it be me. So, yeah, so you have to be watching your coins and watching your purse. Because like I said, these people, I charge you for your address. Call this other man. I told him, look, can you do a something so blah blah what I was having done, whatever. And same scenario. I say it's like a 10 by 10, whatever. Oh, okay, where you live? What's your address? Why can't you tell me now? A 10 by 10 is the same in South Jackson as it is over here. Why can't you give me a price right now? Some bullshit, and I told y'all, but we ain't having no fucking going on over here unless we going doing it first. So, get your mind off of it. Yeah, rest easy. Say your coins.